the Son, and the Holy Spirit, now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen.
The combined message of today's gospel and the epistle reading could be called a tale of two temples. First, let's consider the synagogue that Jesus went to and taught in. The woman who had an infirmity of 18 years did not clearly come there seeking a healing. She might not have even known that this preacher Jesus would be at that synagogue, and she did not ask for a healing when Jesus was there as he was teaching. She came there because that local temple was a place of prayer and also a place of learning. And despite her infirmity, she came there to take advantage of what that local temple offered. Jesus, however, introduced the possibility that that local temple would now offer something more. Jesus healed her of this infirmity of 18 years, introducing now grace, healing, and salvation into what might happen in that local temple. And yet we hear the leader of that temple became indignant, and he told the people, there are 6 days on which you could be healed. Do not come here on the Sabbath in order to be healed. And Jesus then has to rebuke him and inform this man how appropriate it is that on the Sabbath, this daughter of Abraham would find release from her infirmity and the oppression of Satan in her life. We contrast that temple with the one that St. Paul tells us about. He informs us that we are the household of God, built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, with Jesus Christ himself as the cornerstone. But then he takes it one step further. We are that living temple, built, as St. Peter says, of living stones into a temple offering spiritual sacrifice and worship to God. As we today, as a parish community, have our annual meeting, we will take up, as is appropriate, those practical matters that a community needs to discuss in order to continue the efficient operation of this community. But we should also bear in mind, based on the words of St. Paul, we are here, the local realization of the temple of God, his holy church. This local community has all the graces, blessings, and sacraments that Christ willed his church to have. And we should always bear in mind that while we serve as faithful stewards of God's blessings and the graces he provides through his church, we also can submit the future growth and prosperity of this community, knowing that God is in charge, and it is God that we serve here. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.